Hello, welcome to the queue. It is turn number 10, Operation 8th Air Force, Commonwealth and Free French Forces. You can see we've been convoy rated for 5 and 1, Britain being 5. They will purchase, well, they're going to finish their fort in London. They got not an airborne, anti-aircraft gun, a militia. Then we've got 2 colonial infantry, which is the white chip guys, and then 2 militia upgrades, which are the guys laying down on the roundels, and a second militia. Calcutta. In Calcutta, the FEC will be building a fighter. Anzac will be building a submarine and saving $6. Now is the part of the turn where the British scientists can become heroes by completing advanced anti-sub warfare. What is it? Yeah, anti-submarine warfare. If they complete that, that would be 3 completed techs, 3 turns in a row. We're going to use Arcad here, the randomized cup of dice, sponsored by 84 Lumber. And let's see what we do. And we get an 11 and a 1. So we don't, but we do get improved construction, which goes to 2. All right, so didn't get the 3 turns in a row for a hat trick, but still 1 for 2. Not bad. Done with that. We are not convoying up north. We are going to leave that for the Russians. We're going to convoy here in P-34 with the 2 submarines, the coastal and the regular. We've got a walk-on here in Maharashtra. This infantry from Delhi will slide on over. Whoop. I guess we just get rid of that Japanese marker. We have some combat here. First off, this medium bomber comes out 1-2 and goes on map. Going after that sub, we will pair it with a destroyer here from A44. And I did not ask Sergeant Shellhole if he wanted to defend with those subs, but if he does, we will have a continuing force of a destroyer from M2, a torpedo boat destroyer from A44, also a second destroyer from A44. Is that what we're doing there? Or are we leaving that there on escort duty? I think we're leaving that there on escort duty. So if he does wish to do combat, our screening force will be the 2 destroyers, torpedo boat destroyer, and the medium bomber. All right, second is the battle to reclaim Malta. We'll have this battleship and heavy cruiser coming in for a bombard. We'll have one of the transports in Gibraltar come out into M2. Each will grab an infantry and marine. And we'll have the 4 guys going in there. All right, and we've got this fighter coming off the carrier, 1-2. He'll have 3 left. We have the fighter from Western or Lower Egypt, 1, 2, 3. He'll have 2 left. And that's our combat there. I think that's it. Pretty much it for combat. Yep. That's it, Golden. All right. I think this destroyer is going to come up and go on escort duty here in A44. That is the end of our combat, right? So we got to roll 1 convoy over there and go after some subs there. Yeah, because that seaplane is too far away, but we'll correct that coming up. All right, so let's do our convoy first. We have a +1 to our dice, so Our convoy rating is the Ghost dice, and it is +2 for the coastal sub. And that would be 7-1. So that's a complete 5. So we don't need the coastal raid with the other one. So we'll put 5 in there for the mighty coastal sub. I guess if I'd have known that, I could have brought that. Oh, well, I got those fighters there. Never mind. All right, so no need to roll the other convoying dice. Let's do our attacks here on the subs. So the destroyer that's pairing. Oh, I thought I had dice. I didn't want to continually use these. All right, so I guess we'll use. Well, no, I'm not throwing 2 because the bomber's at a 7 and the destroyer. So the destroyer's first at a 4. The bomber at a 7. Gosh darn it. All right, here's. I think they do get to defend the destroyer. I think. So here's 2 at 3, of course. What a load of crap. All right, so now we're on to Malta itself because those subs submerge. Next up is the bombard. So we have a 3 for the cruiser. 2, well, that's a good. And a 4 for the battleship. Holy moly, we didn't lose a soul. The marine and infantry are gone to bombards. We'll take that back. We got a roll for that. Wonder what happened to my red dice. We're going to roll for the ship, and I think it's an 11 or 12. All right, so I think I'm going to put that 11 there, but I think that transport becomes British. I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it was high is captured. So those will be in that sea zone. Those will be on Malta. That's it for combat. Let's move some ships. If I could reach way up there, we're going to grab this sub and come down. I think I can reach that. So he's in A5, so he comes 1, 2, 3 to A21. All right. We've got this carrier with a tactical coming here to A28 with a destroyer, a heavy cruiser, and I think we'll move this torpedo boat destroyer down as well. So they'll be in A28. You know what? I think we need an actual better ship. So let's bring that battle cruiser down as well. All right. Battle cruiser, torpedo boat destroyer, heavy cruiser, destroyer, light carrier with a tactical in A28. All right. Or I could move that French. Yeah, let's do that instead. We'll move the French on the French turn in there into A28. Because these 3 ships are going to slide into A22. This coastal defense ship's going to slide up to A23. The transport there will go into A20. I can't think of what that is. A22. All right, so the sub's by itself. We've got an anti-aircraft gun coming out of London into southern England. And we've got this fighter that's in southern England. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Gibraltar. And this seaplane comes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Gibraltar. And I think, oh, we got to land our planes. So the plane that has 3 left will come over 1, 2, 3 into Lower Egypt. And then the fighter that has 2 left will just land on the carrier in M4. So one goes back to Egypt, one goes onto the carrier. The medium bomber that was on map will go 1, 2. That was from last turn. I think. Oh, I just stepped on the red dice. Let me go get it for it. I don't want to step on it again and slip. I think that's pretty much it. Rhodesia infantry is going to go back to Belgian Congo. I think we got a rail. We're going to rail one of the Anzac infantry over to Delhi. And that is it for our movements, right? Yes. You know what? That sub could actually come 1, 2, 3. Or do I want to leave it there in A21? I think I'll leave it in A21. All right, never mind. All right, that's it for movements. Let's place our goods and get on to the French turn. All right, so the fort and anti-aircraft gun go into London, and the militia goes into southern England. All right, get in there, fort. All right, so the rest of these guys, we've got a militia upgrade here in Gibraltar, so that militia goes away. We've got a colonial we'll build down here in Cape Town. The other colonial was built in Lower Egypt. And here's where we have a militia upgrade militia. So we'll just add the infantry. And that militia falls in there. All right. That is that. I'll grab the 2 units for Anzac and FEC. FEC gets the fighter there in Calcutta. And we build this at a shipyard in P72. All right. That is that. Let's look at cash. So Anzac saves 6, and they are at 6, so they'll have 12. They spent, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 10, and they got convoyed for 1. They are back up to 8, though, so Japan goes down 1. So they'll have 8 for next turn. And Britain is now at 23. So we'll have 26 for next turn. And is that right? Yeah, Malta's not worth anything. We didn't gain anything back. That'll be next turn. All right. That's it for their cash. Let's get on to the French turn. Picking up some stuff out of my tray. So they have 5. They're going to spend 4 on a Foreign Legion. And I'll put him over here. We do have 1 attack. The seaplane is going to come out and attack that Vichy submarine. They're not, but it does submerge, so he'll go back to there. And then the 2 infantry will get on the transport. 1, 2, drop them off here in Lower Egypt, and it'll go in port in the M8 side there of Egypt. All right. This Foreign Legion here in Niger will slip back into Gold Coast. And this light armor will go 1, 2 into Niger. That bomber will stay there in Marietta. And I think that's it. So let's place our Foreign Legion here in Niger. And we do not get to collect much this turn. So we saved 1. We collect 1. So they have 2 for next turn. Such is Free France. So that's pretty much it for the turn. I'm going to do a recap now. So thanks for watching. And here we go. Scotland Militia, Northern England Militia, Infantry, Mountain Infantry. Southern England, 2 infantry, 2 militia, 1 AA. London, 3 militia, 1 airborne, 2 infantry, 2 AA guns. In port is 2 heavy cruisers and a torpedo boat destroyer, 3 fighters, air transport. A-23 is 2 coastal defense ships, a torpedo boat destroyer, French fighter on map. A-22 is a carrier, fighter, 2 battleships, battle cruiser, 2 destroyers, light cruiser, and a transport. I think that might be it. A-21 is a sub. A-28 is a destroyer, heavy cruiser, torpedo boat destroyer, French light cruiser, light carrier, the tactical. On escort duty is 2 destroyers in A-44. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. In Gibraltar is a transport and port, AA gun, infantry, French seaplane, British fighter, British seaplane. M4 is a battleship, heavy cruiser, light carrier, fighter, 2 transports, destroyer, submarine, and I'm trying to think of what I should do here. I think we'll take those both off escort duty instead and put them into M4. So there's actually 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, and then of course all these other ships. In port is, I think, a captured Italian transport. That's mine. Becomes a British transport. 2 Marines, 2 infantry. Let's look here at Lower Egypt. There's 1, 2, might be time to chip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 British infantry, 2 AA guns, 1 militia, 1 fighter, 1 medium bomber, and then there's 2 French infantry and a transport in port. Militia in Rhodesia, militia, infantry in Congo. Cape Town is 3 infantry and a militia. And Maharashtra is an infantry, Delhi is an infantry, militia in Delhi. Calcutta, 8, 9, 10, 13 infantry, 2, 3 militia, 3 Gurkhas, 2 fighters, 3 AAs. Militia on Ceylon, militia in Queensland, the 2 New Zealands, sub in P-72, 2 infantry, militia, artillery, motorized in Sydney, 2 infantry in South Wales, coastal sub and regular sub in P-34. So far, they're the heroes of the British Isles. Right, that's it. I think if I missed anything, well, I guess the French units. Niger is a light tank, Foreign Legion and Gold Coast, and Marietta is a medium bomber. So that should do it. Next up is the Italian turn.